What's up guys, my name is Ace, and welcome back to another CoD World War II gun guide. This is something I've had a lot of people requesting since they did add new guns to this game, and just recently, as of today, or I guess yesterday by the time you see this video, they started adding contracts for you to directly earn these guns. So in today's episode, we're going to be covering the KG M-21 rifle. Now in real life, the KG M-21 is basically the Swedish version of a BAR, and we see that reflected within the stats of the game as well. Just like the BAR in CoD World War II, we get a damage profile of 40, 30, 29, which means it's going to be a 3 to 4 shot kill in core game modes and a 1 to 2 shot kill in hardcore. Our rate of fire is literally identical to the BAR at 571 rounds per minute, and with rapid fire we can take that up to 610 rounds per minute. This means our statistical minimum time to kill without attachments is going to be 210 milliseconds up close and 315 at range. This is a very, very fast time to kill. This brings us to headshots, and as you can see here, we get a standard headshot multiplier of 1.1, which means that headshots are effectively useless for this gun unless you're using the high caliber attachment, which will give you a 1.5 times multiplier to the head. And when you're using this attachment, just mixing one headshot mixed in with body shots will always reduce the number of shots it takes to kill, so now this is potentially a 2 to 3 shot kill rather than 3 to 4. This brings us to our ranges, and once again, this is identical to the BAR at 17 meters for our 3-shot kill range, and then beyond that, it'll be 4 shots to kill. And also, with advanced rifling, just like with the BAR, we only get a 20% increase to our range. As for the range in hardcore, you can see here, we get a 1-shot kill potential out to 37.5 meters, which is pretty respectable, but it will drop off to the 2-shot kill after 37.5 meters. Moving on to hipfire, as you can see here, it's equal to the FG42, the BAR, and the Volkssturmgewehr, which means it is really not good. It is tied for the worst hipfire spread in the rifle category. As for idle sway, as you can see here, there is definitely some noticeable idle sway there. It isn't too crazy, but it's definitely there, and this will impact your shot at longer ranges. Getting into recoil, as you can see here, it's a little bit randomized. It just kind of bounces back and forth all over in an area, and then the second recoil plot, as you can see here, it went vertical on me, so it's very inconsistent, and this means at longer ranges, it's not going to be your best bet. However, if you keep yourself close to mid-range where you should be in that 3-shot kill potential, you shouldn't have too much of an issue with the recoil. Getting into our magazine capacity, we've got a slightly better magazine capacity than the BAR at 25 rounds with 100 total starting ammo, and with extended mags, we can bump this up to 37 rounds with 148 total starting ammo. Our reload add time is very solid for the rifle category at 1.39 seconds. It's not the fastest, but it is definitely among some of the faster reloading rifles. This brings us to our handling and mobility stats, and our aim down sight time is a little bit faster than the BAR at 220 milliseconds, so you don't really need quick draw on this, and our sprint out time is 250 milliseconds, which is pretty good for the rifle category. As for our movement speed, this is standard for rifles at 95%, and our aim down sight strafe speed is also standard for rifles at 40%. And with that, that's going to wrap it up for all of the important stats for the KG M-21. Now let's get into a couple great example classes I have for you guys. This first one is just my bread and butter objective sort of class for this gun. With this, we're using the armor division, which really helps against the explosives and stuns and everything like that, which is really great if you're being really objectively oriented. Our basic training is going to be scoped so we can strafe faster in gunfights, which is extremely important if you guys want to win those gunfights, especially up close. For attachments, we've got the reflex sight to allow us to be a bit more precise with our shots, high caliber so we can aim for the head and get those really fast kills, and extended mags so we don't run out of ammo too often, because 25 rounds in a magazine, while it is better than the BAR, I really like to have a little bit more, so extended mags is great for that. Our secondary is going to be a 9mm SAP with extended mags, lethal is a sticky grenade, and finally the tactical is a concussion. This class, like I said, is just a great all-around objective-oriented class. I absolutely love it, and I would highly recommend trying it out. This brings us to the second class setup I have for you guys, and this one's designed more so for like TDM style game modes where you're not really going to be on the objectives all that much. You're going to hang back and you're going to try and go for those V2 streaks. With this, we're using the infantry division, which helps with the strafing, gives us an extra attachment, and a few other little benefits. Our basic training is going to be specialist, and our perks for that are going to be hunker, escalation, and hustle. For attachments, we've got quick draw, high caliber, rapid fire, and extended mags. The quick draw isn't necessary, like I said, but it does help a little bit when you get into those fights where you're not already aiming down sight. Rapid fire is also nice here to get those faster kills if you just happen to hit the body shots, even though we do have high caliber. So if we do have the time to line up the headshot, we can absolutely do that, and that'll be great. As for our secondary, once again, 9mm SAP with extended mags and high caliber because we get that extra attachment. Our lethal is a sticky grenade, and our tactical is a stun grenade. And with that, that's going to wrap it up for today's really quick gun guide on the KG M21. As for my personal thoughts on this, it's basically a BAR, but a little bit better in a lot of ways. In almost every category, it's either identical to the BAR or something about it is just slightly better, like our aim down sight time is slightly faster. Our magazine capacity is slightly bigger, but we have the same rate of fire, the same range, and the same properties when it comes to that. So as a result, if you guys get the opportunity, I would highly encourage you to log in, activate this contract, and unlock this gun, if you're still playing any CoD World War II. But of course, I'd like to know in the comment section below, what do you guys think of this gun? Do you guys think it is better than the BAR, worse than the BAR? And what are your preferred attachments? Just let me know those thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.